Hello, everyone. Good something. Welcome to another live trading session. As you are already used to, Tuesdays, YouTube live trading session already for years. Good morning, good morning. And we'll do the same approach that we followed for more than 4 years since we live stream. We'll go level by level. I'll analyze also the weekly candle close because, as I explained, I wanted the weekly candle and also I wanted the Monday candle. It's really important for the price action. Now we have them both on the table. We have Monday candle on the table. Sorry, I'm a bit got some cold, or so bear with me and my voice. So we'll go from low time frame to high time frame. We'll analyze the structure on. Well, I'll try to cover absolutely everything that I got. The setups that I have, the setups that I'm waiting for. If you paid attention, sorry, to Paul live stream, well, quite the same setups. Yeah, fib, key levels, and so on. We'll give it 1 more minute, let's say, so everyone has a chance to join. After which we can hop in and actually start the live trading session. All right. Uh, so far, honestly, it's been a profitable period last 5 days. Even publicly, I posted that I took this long here, this 15 minutes W. I posted it on Discord mainly, but I discussed about it publicly on Twitter. Not with entry, take profit, and stop loss and so on, but there you go. And was something like this. Okay, I think we can start now. So let's start with Bitcoin. Let's do the work twice because what I'm trying here to do, if you're smart, I think you already observed, but I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to educate you. I'm trying to show you how to frame the levels. So one person can learn how to trade. And I remember this from Paul back in the years when he was learning on his turn, and from Brian, because you can learn a lot from a person which is framing things live. So if you're smart enough and you're taking notes, you will see that you can learn a lot. All right. Weekly, okay? Weekly candle. I discussed a lot about this range. I had lots of people saying that the range has been broken and it's going way higher. Well, it was actually a deviation. Basic stuff. Now everyone is a smart ass, and looking back in hindsight, that would have been an easy move. All right. Now that we created a lower low, price will have some intermediate resistance when we'll try to cross this trend line. Because basically this is a pivot high, which created a lower low. Okay, even though it's just a sweep, it created a lower low. I was even looking at the potential seek and destroy profile. You know, from my experience, when you get in the summer period, price can actually range between 60,000 and 80,000 easily. It can happen, definitely it can happen. But first, what I want to see, and I'll show you, is that the price will get above this first area of resistance here. So if price wants to show me strength, first I'll need to see how it's dealing with this area. All right. Let's go on monthly. Also, you can see like really important key horizontal area and monthly supply here. All right, doesn't look bad. Now we can also go for a volume profile. You can see exactly in the same area that's the biggest volume. And again, right here, we are building up some volume. As a intermediate area of support, 58,000. And then I would look for even this area around here, 53, 120. Okay, let's go on a 3 days time frame, 2 days. Definitely, we have strong displacements. If you're not familiar already with what a displacement is, do some research. We have really strong displacements here on the daily basis and weekly basis. I'm not saying that we cannot range. No, there is a good probability that this summer, so it's June, July, August, 2 more months, we will just FAFO in this area. We can easily put a range and play around here. So as long as we hold this pivot low, my target is this one, 66, 67 area, depending on how the price will react there. I'll need to reassess because if we don't get past that area, I'll be forced to to take some shorts. Yeah, let's go on lower time frame a bit. Let's put a volume. There you go. Also, we have POC, but then I'm interested in the fib level a bit. And I don't quite have a fib, which usually I don't like. I think we have 286 there, but 236, yeah, that's lower. So I'll be interested around 70,000 and maybe a bit higher here in this gap. But definitely the first area of resistance will be the POC. And what the price is actually doing right now, it's creating price efficiency. You can see we have a big gap in the volume. Usually how the price is solving that is exactly by consolidating it and ranging. And then you will see that the volume will increase. It will not stay flat like you see now. So we are in an area where the price will try to create price efficiency and fill these gaps. But there is a quite a high probability that, as we saw previously, after a corrective move like we had here, we just displace lower. So it's quite a good probability that the range won't hold and we will blast lower and go to the next ranging area where I look to trade. But let's finish with that and look for setups. So pockets actually pointing towards this area 67, which is really nice, and 38.2. That's my first big pivot level. One second. What's this? Okay. Now, until then, we have quite a lot of room to go higher. What setup I will look to play here? Well, Paul already highlighted them in the live. If you've been active, I'll try to double a little bit the channel maybe. The issue that I have with the setup now is that it will create sort of a trendline liquidity grab. That's one of market's way to take liquidity. And most likely it will do a fake out here because we created equal lows. Yeah, right at the Monday low, exactly in a key fib. So taking the pivot low, which created a new high, I'm taking the fib, and you'll see we have golden pocket sitting exactly there. So I'm quite interested in taking a setup in that area. Yeah. Also, we have this volume node, quite a nice one. And potentially the VWAP from the bottom. So I'm quite interested in taking longs between 62,300 and yeah, 62. We have a $300 buffer area, something like this. Invalidation always at the pivot low if you want to play safe, and then target around here. And this is the area where I will look again for the shorts. Now, indeed, this one can easily fail, and the ascending move can fail, but in the manner that we don't necessarily hold these pivot lows here. We go in the long reload zone around here at 60,800. Yeah. And that's where we create a higher low after we swing failure this pivot low, but that will invalidate the ascending channel, and I'll be forced to look for another channel, to look for another, another setup actually, not another channel. And most likely I'll try to long the swing failure of this pivot low. Right now sits exactly in the middle. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's lock this setup here, and let's zoom in a little bit. Now sits exactly in the middle. And usually it's an area where I'm absolutely avoiding to take anything. What I'm looking for right now, it's a power of 3, either at the lows, either at the highs. That's where I can take a 5-15 minute setup. This is a 1 hour setup. 1 4 hour, it's a pretty good setup. If you if you're a higher time frame, medium time frame trader, that's the one for you, let's say. But make your plan accordingly. It's just my execution, my trading idea. So now a low time frame scalp, let's say, would come if we do something like this, and then we reclaim the equal lows and sort of power of 3, and we can do exactly the same thing here at the highs. So this will be the first 2 areas for taking a trade. Here at the lows and here at the highs. At the moment, I don't have absolutely anything. Let's look a little bit at Spaceman key levels. So weekly open, all right. I usually don't want to touch it. We are between weekly open and daily open. And you can see that, I'll put them back. Most of the things are happening here at Monday low. So I'll just wait for the market to give one of my levels, all right? I'm not trying to force anything. I'll just wait for the price to come to me. Now, I know some people already asked, we can dump from here and actually the price can be that weak. On a daily basis, I'll put them back in a second. On a daily basis, we have a daily fair value gap. And actually, I like this level a lot here where I'm trying to put the long at 62,000 because we have a key horizontal and the daily fair value gap. It's another confluence for all the setups, all the confluences, sorry, on the low time frame, medium time frame, which I showed you there. So I'm expecting this area to hold with a probability around 60%, let's say 60, 65. No, I'm not considering this one a hand and shoulder. It can be, yeah, it can be indeed, but I don't know. I didn't check if there was any divergence. No, actually, the price made lower lows around here on the OBV. Yeah, I'm not taking that into consideration. And even if it will turn to be an inverse head and shoulder, yeah, basically, I'm still looking for longs. Nothing changes. Once again, I want to repeat this. If you want a chart request, if you want me to do TA on one of your chart ideas, go and ask the chart request here in the Twitter link. I'm not taking any request from the YouTube comments, not even one. So I'll just ignore them. All the requests will be taken from the Twitter comments. Okay, so that would be it here for Bitcoin. Let's also frame the potential short. I'm not necessarily looking for a limit order, but I'll be looking for a reaction here at the POC, because it's the POC from the whole area, 66,000, 68. And also it's the previous all-time high area. So it's quite an important level. So I'll be looking for some shorts in that area. And then basically what I'll do, I'll hunt to take profit in the maximum confluence area. And I'll try to trail as much as I can, something like this. This is what I want to see. Bounce here, pump, and have a retracement. Then I can long again here at 61,000, 62,000. Ethereum. I draw these levels yesterday for the subs article. They are area of confluence. It's not, let's say, a setup necessarily, because I don't have a setup. Ethereum, it's more difficult in my opinion. It has deeper retracement. It has a more volatile price action. When Bitcoin moves 4%, let's say, Ethereum will move 8 to 10%. So, and the limit orders, you need a wider stop loss because the moves are way more volatile. So what I'm looking forward on Ethereum, it's either a golden pocket retest or a 78.6 retracement. One of these two at 1,595 or 1,550. I'm not interested in anything else. Yeah, I won't take a Ethereum Monday low sweep, because as you can see, Ethereum is already looking a bit more different than Bitcoin. It's actually, let's say, on the wrong side of the trend line, and technically speaking, we can look for a LJ short if we get something around here at the highs. So structurally speaking, it's not that clear as Bitcoin. Let's go on weekly, because I promise we'll go and I promise that I'll reassess today on how Ethereum is holding. And I did mention Friday, when everyone was screaming and was panicking, I mentioned that I will buy some Ethereum at 1,500, 1,600 if we are closing a weekly candle above this support. And we closed. And I did bought some spot at 1,600, some spot Ethereum. Now the point is that I didn't went too aggressive, because the big test for Ethereum to prove the fact that it's holding is to get above 1,800. And honestly, I prefer buying later with a confirmation than just buying too early without a confirmation and the price to go even lower. So I'll slowly wait for the price get on the other side and get past 1,800. If we have an initial local bounce, that doesn't mean, that the bottom is there. All right, keep that in mind. It's very important. It means that we have a local bounce. There are some longs interested. There's some demand going on, but it does mean that the bottom is in. It takes way more time to form a bottom. And Once again, Bitcoin, Ethereum is a bit different than Bitcoin, structurally speaking. You can see here, this is the previous supply area. And I think it will have a hard time getting past that area. This is one of the reasons why I'm looking for shorts around here. Okay, I think I'm blabbing too much. I'm sorry for that. S&P 500, S&P 500. I was looking for this, ascending highs, the higher highs, and you can see um, from my experience, from what I saw, S&P 500 really likes key horizontals like this area. This is why I can easily see 7,000 retested. It really likes the ascending channels. So we rejected perfectly, 7.6. There is quite a good probability to dump around here and then pump higher. This is why here, for example, I said that it's a pretty good area. Friday, we were here. It's a pretty good area for a short hedge. There you go. It's a 3-to-1 risk to reward, which is not bad. Damn. Okay. And also it's a high time frame trade. Yeah, 4.5. Let's go on Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid. 1 second. Okay, it's actually there. I have the setup which I'm waiting for. The problem with the setup is that you can see that AB equals CD hit perfectly, absolutely perfect. And I might still get a bounce from this is the Monday low, I think. Yeah, Monday candle. I might still get a bounce here at the Monday low swing failure. But what I don't like about it is that the target is already hit. So yeah, I might still give it a try. It's strong. It's looking nice. ZEC, I'll be looking for shorts here. Paul already posted the chart a few days ago. Once it gets here at 550, I look for shorts. This week will be retested, so don't sleep on it. Don't try to think that, oh, it's impossible to do that or to do that. Stop thinking that something is impossible. That's one of the main rules in trading and especially in crypto. If you think that something is impossible in crypto, you're cooked. Absolutely nothing is impossible. So I'm looking for something like this, a 3-to-1 risk to reward, I think. That would be pretty nice. Or if you're sharp enough, you'll wait for some structure, for some low time frame model there. Aster, well, my winning streak on Aster ended up, but not too bad because you can see I managed to take partials here. The trade was risk free. Now, some people ask me, do you want to take anything here? No. This structure looks absolutely horrible, in my opinion. I don't know what the heck is happening on this one, but I'm waiting for the long reload zone to bid something. XPL, I took that LJ initially, made it risk-free. I had more than 1-to-1 here. I had 1.5 R, so more than enough time to get risk-free. And now it swing failure, the main pivot low. I'm looking for a potential power of 3, but in the power of 3, it took one day low. The main thing, especially if you play daily, you want a daily candle body close. So what I look for here, it's actually a daily candle close above, retest, hold, and then continue. And this is the area where I will look to bid. It's everything all right? Can you guys hear me? Make some noise. I just want to check if everything goes accordingly. because I don't see the comments, maybe it got blocked somehow. Let me check. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Perfect. So you're absorbed into what I'm doing here. That's perfect. So it's Poke, XPL, Aster. I'm not interested in anything. Litecoin starts to be interesting. I tried a little long here, didn't manage to get risky on this one. But honestly, the short paid up. The short paid off really, really, really nice. Now, it's ugly. It's ugly. I don't like the look of it. In my opinion, this is a too weak of a W. And the location is not that bad if we go on a monthly basis. But what I don't like is that we didn't sweep that low. We basically left equal lows at 40. Yeah, at $40, which I was looking for a long. $40 is my area where I'm really starting to get interested because it's an easy sell half on a double on this one. But as you can see, I've been front run. Okay, let's speak a little bit about USDT dominance. You know, I'm using it in Confluence. USD dominance is not a reason for me to take the setups. It's just an extra Confluence for me to validate the setups that I'm hunting. And yeah, technically speaking, we are taking this 8.6 as demand. But thing is, if we go on a 1 hour, 4 hours, you can see we have a M top here, bearish retest dumped. And right now, price sits in a no-touch area. Let's put it like that. So I'm not interested on doing absolutely anything, but we might continue to take this one as support, and then the price would pump higher, but then would front run the short on Bitcoin. If we go on Bitcoin, yeah, it will front run the short here if USD dominance triggers that W. So I don't know, quite a tricky price action, honestly, on 1 hour. Then, if I'm looking at USDC dominance, you can see the same thing. There is a potential AMD going on, but the thing is, price has to reclaim below 3.5 with strength, meaning we need to dump quite aggressively here. For the moment, we sit above and we are just consolidating. So it's quite tricky to start bidding right now anything. That's why I said I'm not a big fan of any altcoins right now, and especially when I'm looking at others, which I discussed about yesterday in the subs article. This was my main key level, this W neckline and the trend line of the W. It failed. Nothing that I can do. The setup was there. I played it accordingly. When the setup failed, I took some stop losses and went further. Now, what I'm expecting is if we get a retest of 186, most likely it will reject. Um, Indeed, good reaction of the 78.6, but we left some equal lows. That's why I'm expecting for the price to go once again at the lows and retest that 158. Aave, I'm waiting for the 48 area on the weekly time frame. You can see it's a pretty good, for me, it's a pretty good bidding area. $48. Aave, it's a damn good product. I'm using it, I don't know, on a weekly basis. So the product is quite good. Atom, daily, weekly. Oh, not bad. We have a 3 drives on Atom here. Quite a nice bounce. There is a potential wyckoff going on, but the issue that I have for the moment, so there is a potential wyckoff going on. The main issue is that we are just creating lower lows and lower highs. So that's a basic downtrend. All right. Yeah, even after the Aave hack, I don't have a problem. Bitcoin Cash, I don't know. I was trying to frame a setup yesterday with people in the London session, sort of a power of three, but you can see actually we rejected this neckline at the previous 78.6. So, nah, I don't know. Setup might look good, but Atom, Bitcoin Cash, sorry, it's really weak. So I'm not too interested. Bitcoin dominance, we tapped 58.5. We held it pretty nicely, and in my opinion, price should go back and retest that M top. So we should have a little pump. That wouldn't make a good time for the altcoins, I guess. Dash, a Dino coin. It's holding the level. I'm still okay holding this one. I'm still in the setup. Doge is looking not that great. Here, it's swing failure, this pivot low, and the equal lows. I didn't manage to take anything, honestly. It was too early in the morning, midnight, 3, 4, 7 a.m. I'm not that an early person, and I didn't have it on my radar. But there might be another sweep of that low. I don't see anything major on high time frame. We are still below resistance, so this area is a big resistance, and it's already rejecting. As a setup, which I posted yesterday or in the weekend, actually, I'm interested to see if we retest 0.08 and how the price will react there. I'm interested in taking long. Nasdaq is looking really nice, strong. Rose is going to 0. Solana, look at the monthly time frame. And look at the monthly time frame and you tell me it's looking impossible to you for Solana to go to 26 or 48. I mean, the closer you are, the smarter people get and say, well, I told you Solana will go to 0, but to 48, 26. But where are those people when Solana it was at 150, when I did mention about the fact that will most likely go to 48? Well, cannot help them. Tao. Tao, my long trigger. This is a long which I posted. Man, I posted this plan. I think it has 2 weeks. This plan has around 2 damn weeks, if you remember it. My long triggered here. I said that if I get a 1 hour W, here is a stop loss. I'll take a long, and I saw that I'm not the only one who took it. It's all right. It's already risk free, so I don't care about the result on that one anymore. What the heck? 12G, not 12G, 12 hours. Okay. So for the moment, it's following up perfectly. What didn't follow it perfectly is this fucking front run, sorry, of the golden pocket. So it front ran the golden pocket to my short. It rejected from the M top. It is what it is. From this M top here and this M top. But I didn't manage to take a short. It didn't trigger my setup. I didn't touch it. I don't care. Now, triggered my long. I'm in this long. Let's see how it ages. I'm targeting at least 281, but it might have a hard time passing this trend line around here. might have a like 244 again. Bearish retest of this M. You can see here. Oops. So be careful with that area. Make sure you take some partials. Total, and I'll slowly end, and then I'll take some requests. And okay, if we look from a ascending channel perspective, which is not bad, but actually is not the ideal phase, because in a bear market, we don't quite look at the ascending channels. That's for a bull market perspective. So actually, I should look at as a range. And what that means, it means that there is a quite a good probability for retesting this monthly W at 1.26. But until then, let's see how 1.9 and 2 trillions are holding level by level. What the heck is going on Bitcoin? Absolutely nothing. All right, I'll go on Twitter and take the chart request to see. Actually, I want to watch a little bit on my stocks. As I told you, I just went and put some little money on IBKR. I created a plan. I worked a little bit on it. It's mostly on classic knowledge, which I learned from Paul. And I added up some confluences, which I had on my brain and worked up. So it's basic sell half on a double principle here. I'm buying an area, low risk, 1.1%. And then I'm selling half on a double and I get my initial out. And yeah, let's look at all of them. This one is in profits. Here I'm still waiting for an entry at 53. This one almost took profit. It's front running my sell half on a double, but nothing I can do. We have a nice weekly W going on already. I'm waiting for an entry on this one. UPST is at my entry. It's trying to make some daily Ws here. Not bad. The location it's all right, but it might take more time. So keep in mind this kind of plays can take actually weeks to months to play. So I don't care. I don't need that money that I'm putting here, and I'm just playing low risk, just to have some skin in the game. Waiting for an entry. Same stuff here. Waiting for an entry below 78.6. Actually, smart would be around here. This is a very good area, 3.48. So bidding between these two areas, because it's a clear downtrend, it might find support, the biggest support here at 3.48. This one, it's in profits. Didn't manage to make a sell half on a double yet. This one, I don't have an entry yet. I'm waiting. This one at entry. TMDX, I'm waiting for 78.6 to get tapped, and the retest was of this monthly W. What's this? Let's check. I don't have an entry on this one. I'm waiting. Here, there is a nice potential LJ going on, but you can see the price action, it's quite slow. So most of them, they are either either in profits, or I'm waiting for an entry. But you can see most of them, like 80% of them, they are in profits already. 10% I'm waiting. Actually, no, it's about 40% I'm waiting. 50% it's in profits, and then the rest it's at break even or in a slight loss. But you can see the secret is not to chase. The secret is not to chase. This is the best thing that I learned from Paul. One of the best things, because I learned many other best things, but not chasing, it's key. and you just wait for structure to form. For example, this one, the LJ kind of failed. It had some W's, but it might take more time. In profits, I'm waiting for an entry. In profits, this one is going below my entry. No, I'm not cutting it. It is what it is. 1% will go belly up. I don't care. It can do whatever it wants. I have a feel on this one, kind of a power of 3 with W retest here. The OBV still not looking great. This one already in good profits, but I didn't make my sell half on a double. I'm waiting for a fill on serve. This one is kind of a shitty situation because it was really close to my sell half on a double and I didn't sold. It is what it is because I'm not micromanaging and I don't want to micromanage this one. I don't want to turn it into a micromanaging situation. Like for example, a lot of people, well, look at FCell, it's pumping without us. Should I ape? Come on, for real? We'll get a bullish retest of that weekly and monthly W. And look at it now. All the people who started buying there, they are underwater big time. So learn patience, guys. Okay, I'll go on Twitter and see what requests do we have. Let's see what Bitcoin does. Absolutely nothing. No, I don't even know what's that. I'll discuss with Paul and I'll check it out. I have no idea what's that. Let's go on Twitter. Oh, 20 comments. Your view on XRP. XRP, it's a pretty good coin to trade, not to hold. I said to trade, okay? It's a bit high for my taste, but yeah, we can trade it. I can see a 3 drive going on. I can see the swing failure pattern already taking place here. Yeah, maybe if it goes back to 1.11, maybe I'll be interested in something, but for the moment, I absolutely don't like it in the way that I'm interested in taking any longs. So I'll wait for a dump. And maybe there I will look for a long. Can you check Mana and Bio? Is Mana still around? Let's check Mana. I didn't heard about that shitcoin in a long period of time. Oh my god, no. Absolutely no. Well, it's going for the 10 by 10 week, you know, back on the 10 by 10 after the event. I think about 90% of the people were saying that it's impossible for the alts to go for the week. And Bio, I think I covered it previously because I have some charting. Yeah, and I said that I'm waiting for 0.02. AKT. AKT, do you still think it's going to 0.37? No, I don't think it's going to 0.37, but I'm waiting for it there to bid. I'm not interested in anything above. And if I'm looking at the structure right now, well, look at the bearish retest of this key SNR and rejecting. So I don't see it going higher from here. I actually see it going lower from here and rejecting. Something like this. And then maybe looking for my area. So technically speaking, yeah, I'm still waiting for that level. Ondo. And what the heck is going with Ondo? All my Timeline, it's crazy on Ondo. Monthly, it's looking horrible. This, oh my god, this consolidation here at the lows. Yeah, why not? Bullish retest of this weekly W. But the structure is looking like shit. Technically speaking, I don't know. That endless consolidation. We had a nice bounce here of the swing failure of the 3.33 level, but I think it's a bit too late. It's ranging, in my opinion. This is a classic range, eternal liquidity range. So longs are the lows, target mid range, and then target range highs. It's not a bad idea. Overall view on hype. I don't know what overall time frame is, but beside the longs that I'm playing here, intermediate time frame, 15 minutes, 1 hour, my view is this, and I explained it multiple times. I sold most of my hyper liquid. Was also speaking with Bocian, the one who actually made me buy, because he was telling me that last year, oh, it's quite a good project and the unicorn of this meta. And it seems like it was quite a profitable move. I did about 3-4x on it. I did took all my most of my profits here at 70. Between 70 and 85 I wanted to take, but it seems like it was too weak to push there. Now I'm looking to bid between 34 and 28, and I know it's impossible. I've been told by many people it's impossible to go there. It's all right. GME. Mm, mm, mm. I don't like it. It can put a sort of an AB equals CD, but where the heck it goes to $100? I don't like it. Can we take a look at CRV? I mean, I'm okay to lose uh, a bus and then maybe look for another bus. CRV, I spoke about this power of 3 here. Is there. Oh, damn it. Is there. You can see we had a nice W fired up here. I think the risk to reward is all right for a swing trade. I think you can milk 4 to 1, let's say. M top retest here. Yeah, 4.4. Not bad. Not bad. Aevo. Aevo 10 by 10 week. Aevo. It's looking quite bad. No, we didn't swept it. It's a big difference between sweeping and filling. No. No, it's looking bad. Still lower, I think. Oh, I don't see any other comment, any other request. Took most of them. Yeah. Let's go back on Bitcoin to see what was going on there. CRV to invalidate MTOP. Impossible. What do you mean? What MTOP? The one that I was speaking about for the power of 3 take profit? No, anything is possible. Well, Bitcoin rejecting that 550 minutes M at the POC. I'm still not interested in playing in the middle. I'll still wait. But what I don't like is the fact that I mean, I wouldn't like to see a swing failure right before New York opening. I would like for it to stay here, consolidate, make equal highs, equal lows, and then maybe we can make a more violent move. Well, quite a boring session, but I think we have quite some plans. I think I managed to explain uh, quite some plans and how important it is to have patience. Now that we have the plans made, we should be ready to execute them. I always enforce the idea, make your own plans, make your own analysis, get your own levels, because it's insanely important. Insanely important for you to understand what you are doing. Posted an article about that yesterday, and I mentioned that it's insanely important for you to create logic behind your move and not seek for the logic that someone else is doing. All right. So maybe you take my analysis or PG analysis as a good to go, uh, but it's insanely important to understand those levels and make your own analysis and build your own system. Well, I'll play level by level. I don't know, Dumitru. I really don't know. If this one is not holding, as I said, most likely it will go to 60,400. Yeah, in the long reload zone. And I'll play the range game around here. I'm just waiting right now. Let's see what the market has to offer us. I'm not trying to force anything. Well, I said that I'm not checking anything that's written on uh, on this chat, but I'll take the rest request and I'm done. I think I was speaking with someone in the VIP, if I'm not wrong. Cause there you go. So I was speaking about this LJ here. It's not bad. It's a clear range play. What I don't like about this W on the other side of the trend line here, TP1, is the fact that we left equal lows. And this is what I explained. And I told that specific person, if, because it was his plan, what I'm showing you here, uh, I would go with low risk, with 0.5 here, or even lower, and wait for the W breakout, and then at the retest, maybe add again to the winning position, and something like this. Because there is quite a good probability if you go with full risk and actually it goes for the equal lows, and we actually trigger a power of 3. What stock request I missed? Well, I think you posted it after I read everything. I'm checking it now. Well, yeah, you posted it 3 minutes ago and I finished. Well, GRRR, I already have a position on that one, if I'm not wrong. It's one of the first stocks which I posted. Yeah, it's going back, sadly. Didn't took myself half on a double, that fuckery. Nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing I can do. I still hold a position. I still have myself half on a double. It's one of those positions that it's one of those positions which actually went pretty nice in profits, but front run myself half on a double. It is what it is. CRV I already covered. I see two people asking. We have a nice power of 3 going on CRV. And Sui, man, long time not heard about Sui. Well, it invalidated that weekly W, and you can see it's actually going lower. For me, I think I'll see it at about 0.44, 0.45, that area. Okay. And Kaspa, I already uh, spoke about the daily W. Considering the front run, would you add on that previous stock? Add what? Because the plan says that I'm adding only if the sell half on a double hit. If the sell half on a double didn't hit, what should I add, or what can I add? I never add more risk without taking risk out. So no, I wouldn't add. I just let it be, and that's it. All right. I think we can call it a session. Yeah, very good question from someone from VIP. Will I take the long if it goes before the New York session? Uh, I don't know. It's really wacky because lately London session has been crap, like literally dog crap, and I think I didn't have a profitable trade in the London session for weeks, more than 3-4 weeks. Uh, yeah, maybe I'll take with the low position, low risk, and wider stop loss if it triggers before New York session, which it might happen because you can see we are just dumping violently. But hopefully we are bouncing here because I want to take the setup at the New York. All right, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. As usual, try to become better, learn how to trade, make your own plans, stop depending on others, take them as a confluence, the good ones that you saw, that they are consistently trading for years, not for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You see them day in, day out. Take them as a confluence, but don't take them as a granted probability of success. Get better, and I know that this is an advice actually. Start to learn how to trade. It's really, really good not only for your portfolio and because you're here to make money actually, but learn, put the time and effort to learn. It's very important. And I think to add to this one, we might open a Capua 1 and Capua 2 this year. I'm not sure. I'll speak with PJ and it will be announced. But start learning how to trade because as you see, me and Paul, we are putting everything in in the front of you transparently each day for more than 4 years, day in, day out. All right, that would be it. Thank you very much. Hear you in 4 hours from now at the New York trading session, 5 hours, 4 and 40 minutes. See you. Bye bye.